Cardinal Nation, this is your head men's basketball coach, Shane Heirman. Really looking forward to an incredible school year and basketball season. Looking forward to seeing you at the Nest. Take flight. Yeah, Shane Heirman. I'm going on my second year at UIW. Grew up in Northwest Chicago. I was born in Indiana, so I got to give a shout out to the Hoosiers. But born in Indiana, grew up in Chicago, went to the University of Tulsa, and excited to get year 2 underway. In year 1, as a competitor, right, there's a ton of urgency for me. I want to win games. I want to do it really fast. And in reality, the thing I learned most about being in that chair again is patience. You have to really teach. You have to really install, and it takes time, and it's a process. And so the one thing that I really believe we were really successful with was creating a foundation that we can go back to now. And we have several guys from last year's team that are going to carry forth culture and hopefully instill that into the newcomers. And they've done a great job thus far, but happy we went through it. I mean, we had a lot of experiences together, and I think those moments have really paved the way for us to have a successful year. Yeah, so as we talk about this team this season, the first name that comes to mind is Dylan Heirman. Again, a guy from a foundational piece that is oozing what the program is supposed to be about, has completely bought in. And now, once he's embodied it, now he's transferring it to other guys. And he's been a tremendous leader for us. And the returning guys in general, TJ Ford Jr., Amani Drummond, Sean Robinson, these guys have done an incredible job of trying to really understand what we're trying to build and being a part of it. And then we added some really talented transfers, starting with the backcourt from Ball State and Jalen Anderson and Davion Bailey. Davion Bailey's a guy that shot almost 44% from 3 on a large volume. And so to be able to do that in college basketball at a really good level is an elite thing. And so to be able to add that to our team and our makeup is really powerful. He's a tremendous shot maker. And then Jalen Anderson, his backcourt mate from Ball State as well, was a guy that averaged 15, 5, and 5. And to be able to have those numbers and played big games against big teams. And so to be able to get their experience is tremendous for us because it blends well with what we're trying to build. But those two guys in particular, what really separates them is who they are as people. They're tremendous people, tremendous workers. And they've kind of set a tone for bringing new life to the program. And this is a new standard and how we're going to operate. So it's been tremendous to see them integrate into the team. We have a transfer from Division II that was named the Division II Transfer of the Year from Ball's Life in Jordan Pike, who's an elite athlete, plays above the rim, super explosive. He's a guy that'll find his way on SportsCenter once or twice here. So it's going to be fun to see him. We have a gentleman from Lithuania by way of Central Florida and Mintos, who from a skill level is as skilled as anybody in our league and can really tremendously impact the game offensively. He's still trying to figure out some things defensively right now, but from an offensive perspective, he's going to really uptick our ability to stretch the floor and play make. We have Jaden Williams, who at one point was a top 15 recruit in the country and had offers from SEC, Big Ten, Big East schools, and had some really good options right at the finish line. And we were able to secure a commitment from him, and he's wow, is he talented. And so he's young, he's trying to figure out some things, but if he can put it together, he's another guy to really keep an eye on. And then we added Ryan Van Eck, who comes to us from the Netherlands, another guy that's got really great experience in professional basketball, FIBA basketball, and has done a really good job for us, and a guy you just want to be around every day. He's got great enthusiasm, great energy. And then we added another transfer from Southern Utah in Harrison Reedy, who can just really clip it, really shoot it. And so we've got several other guys that make up this roster, but man, it's a great group to be around every day. I thoroughly enjoy waking up in the morning and getting to these guys because they're really fun to coach. Yeah, so the schedule this year, I inherited last year's schedule, and so being really strategic with this season. Last year we played 11 of 13 games to start the season away. And in NCAA basketball, majority of the time the home team wins. And so to be able to play more home games this year, we're going to play 10 of 13 at home. And so to shift that and try to really create some synergy and some buzz and some camaraderie amongst our team early in this schedule is really important for us because we have a lot of new faces. And to be able to put this all together and do it at home is a big advantage for us. And we're really lucky to have the schedule that we do. And obviously we have a really tough road test at Duke, which is an historic game to be able to play. You get to go to Cameron Indoor. There's nothing quite like it. I had the privilege of playing there when I was in college, and the experience and the atmosphere is second to none. And so to be able to walk our guys in there and compete is really exciting and really looking forward to it. But the Southland did a great job of adding competition and adding teams. They secured some really terrific teams in Stephen F. and UTRGV. So the schedule got harder and the league got better. So it's really fun. It's going to be fun to test ourselves and see where we fall. My coaching philosophy kind of stems from my dad, probably more than anybody. He coached us growing up, so I had a front row seat and I had some tough car rides home. And so I always draw back to my dad and the lessons that I learned from him. But, you know, I played for a gentleman in college named Doug Wojcik, he's all-time winningest coach at Tulsa. And he was lucky enough to have a lot of success. He's now at Michigan State. And, you know, a lot of my philosophy comes from him and the experience that I had under him. It was tremendous, and I was very fortunate to be able to go through it. And then I had the privilege of working for Alan Huss, who's the head coach at High Point now, and had a lot of success. Dave Lato, who's ACC Coach of the Year, and then Tony Barbie, who just recently won MAC Coach of the Year, but he's the head coach at Auburn. And so I've been really privileged to learn from some incredible people and just been smart enough to try to pay attention and steal along the way. So I would say a lot of it is just a little bit of an amalgamation of different thoughts and different people. But again, just feel really lucky and blessed that I was able to have exposure to those guys. Excitement. I think we got a team that's going to play fast. I think we're going to have a team that plays fun. I think you're going to come to the gym and they're going to see our guys enjoying this sport, enjoying this. You know, I always tell our team and even in the recruiting process, this is supposed to be the best part of our day. For me, it is, for sure. And so we have to maintain that. We have to create this atmosphere and this environment where guys really enjoy this. This game is fun. That's why we play it. That's why we coach it. That's why we come to watch it. It's fun. And so I think we have a team and a group that really enjoys being around each other, enjoys the competition, enjoys getting better. And so when you have fostered that environment, it transfers into the court, into competition. And I think when you're in attendance, you get to feel it and you get to see it. And it usually translates to more baskets than the other team.